Hi, my name is Lisa Zuckerstetter and I'm the head of humanitarian broadcasting of ORF, and I and my colleague are today talking about the importance of social commitment for a public broadcaster. And the stage is yours, Robert. You're starting.
Thank you, Lisa. My name is Robert Ziegler. I'm head of the Department for Accessibility and Inclusion in the ORF. And at first I make a short presentation. What's the ORF? The ORF is the largest media company in Austria. It's the public media of Austria with 4 TV channels, 12 radio channels, the most used news website in Austria and several other online offers. And the ORF, Austrian Broadcasting Corporation, is financed from all the households in Austria since 1 year. And so the claim is ORF for all, ORF für alle. And so it's clear social commitment and efforts for accessibility and inclusion have been important issue for decades. But now, with the claim ORF for all, it's very important for us that really all can take part on our offers, our programs. Yes, and now in the next 10-30 minutes, you can get a short insight in our activities, in our social commitments. Lisa, head of humanitarian broadcasting. Humanitarian broadcasting has a long tradition in the ORF. How long has ORF been supporting humanitarian causes?
It's true, it's very long ago that we started this initiative called LICHT ins Dunkel. It's funded 50 years ago in Lower Austria, actually, where you are also a little bit from. And
I'm living there.
Yes, cheers goes out to Kurt Bergmann, he's the founder of it, and he visited a village or an institution where people with disabilities were working, but not really working. They were doing little stuff for, they were producing stuff for people in the surrounding who could buy that. And he was shocked by the circumstances the people were working in, and so he funded LICHT ins Dunkel, back then a radio TV show, and it was so successful, the donations that were coming in, that we started it every year at around Christmas time. And well, 50 years later, it's still a major issue for us in the winter time, and we're doing it again and again, and we funded more than, sorry, that's the next question, but more than...
It's not only for the winter time.
It's not only
more than the winter time.
It's
Tell us something about what's the matter during the year, LICHT ins Dunkel.
Well, the next event that's upcoming is the Militärmusik Festival for LICHT ins Dunkel. Therefore, we are working with the Austrian army together, and their musicians, they were funding the first time for LICHT ins Dunkel in that occasion 4 years ago in cooperation with the ORF. We are broadcasting the event in May, and that's the next thing starting in spring. And then, well, winter's coming faster than we all want to.
Spring is coming.
Spring is coming and winter's coming.
Yes, you have just started. How much money was raised for LICHT ins Dunkel in 2024 and in total since more than 50 years? Yes,
that's what I wanted to mention before. Last year we funded more than 17 million, and overall 450 million since 50 years.
Besides LICHT ins Dunkel, which other major humanitarian initiatives does ORF lead?
We lead also NACHBAR in NOT, Neighbor in Need, starting it 30 years ago during Yugoslavian war. And this is an initiative considering the needs of refugees, people in war, but also populations that are hit by natural crises like earthquakes, flood, wildfires, and at the moment very strong to-dos in Ukraine, of course.
In what ways does ORF contribute to raising awareness of social issues?
Well, on the one hand, we we are funding the money directly on during events that we are broadcasting to, like Militär Musik Festival I mentioned before, but also we are producing TV spots, awareness campaigning, and in the winter time that's are coming faster than we want to. We have the Licht ins Dunkel TV show on Christmas Eve. That's the highlight of the year, but also in November the gala for Licht ins Dunkel, where many popular singers from Austria are taking a part and doing good stuff for people that are in need of the money urgently or on a longer run.
That's right, Licht ins Dunkel is a part of Christmas in Austria. Christmas in Austria without Licht ins Dunkel.
No one can remember that.
Can remember that. But why is this commitment for the OF so important? We can say the OF is a broadcasting corporation, radio, TV, online, how I just said in the beginning. Why this social commitment?
I think because we can, actually, and we belong to the public since ORF was founded decades ago, and the public includes also people with disabilities, with people that are in financial need, and therefore we feel a strong urgent to help and to raise awareness for all of us, for the whole public, because you said it before, OF für alle, ORF for all, and therefore we have to mention and address these obstacles, sometimes really problems that our customers face every day. So therefore we have these initiatives, and I hope for many years, besides I hope we don't need them in some years anymore.
You just said it, how important is it for raising awareness for inclusion and for these issues in Austria and the society?
Why it's so important? Sorry.
Yeah, how important is it for
Very
raising
important.
the awareness?
For me especially, for you too, I know, and for everyone I actually meet every day at work.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
So, Robert.
Yes.
Nice to talk to you.
It's very nice.
You are responsible for accessibility of our programs in ORF since I think about 2 years. And yes, there's a big challenge you are facing. ORF has a big aim for 2030, that it's the 100% accessibility of all our programs. What does it mean, and how do you try to achieve that goal?
Yes, thank you, Lisa. We have a long tradition in accessibility offers. Subtitling started over 40 years ago with 5 hours a week. In 2025, we offered more than 500 hours a week, 28,000 hours in the year. Produced from more than 30 experts in subtitling. And how you just said, our aim is 100% subtitles in 2030. And we will reach it, as we see here on this congress, how important is the technical development, is artificial intelligence, and we will reach it only with AI programs. We started subtitling with AI programs 1 year ago, because in Austria we have 9 regional TV programs, news every evening at 7 p.m. And these regional news are most popular broadcasts of the ORF without subtitling since decades, because we didn't have the possibility to produce subtitles 9 broadcasts at the same time. And this is the progress that we can get from AI. This year we will start automatic subtitling of our sport channel, And so we are convinced that we will achieve 100% accessibility soon, latest in 2030. Yes, and it's not only subtitling, we also offer more than 3,000 hours a year with audio descriptions for the blind persons, and more than 700 hours with Austrian Sign Language. And we offer, and it's very important, and a very important issue in this year and in the next year, we offer news in easy language for several years.
That's true, and what I know is that many people in Austria are using easy language. More than 1 million people are relying on easy language. So is that the reason why you started it?
Yes, we have several reasons. Less knowledge of German, learning disability, and people who are older and of this reason slower. And so we started it first on teletext in level A2, and we won in 2019. We started it on our news website, or FAT, daily 6 reports. A little bit later, we started it on our TV channel for culture and information, or free. And the colleagues are producing news in easy language for 5 minutes daily, and we broadcast daily news in easy language in our 9 regional radio programs.
I can think of it's really hard to produce that whole news in easy language. Especially we have a lot of news and a lot of texts all over all our programs. So what are the challenges?
There are 2 big challenges. At first, creating awareness for this offer among our customers and among our co-workers in ORF. Even after years, we get critics that news in easy language is destroying the German language. And so it's important to inform about the need of this offer for so many people in our country. That's an important contribute for integration. And the target group, that's another challenge, are very various: immigrants, people with learning disability, older people, and so they are not organized like other groups, like deaf or blind people. And for this point, we have great expectations in our new EU project named ENACT.
That's true, and can you tell us more about this initiative, please?
This initiative started 1 year ago. The first steps from the colleagues from the Slovenian radio and television, RTV, and the ORF takes part. ENACT means easy to understand news for collaborative transformation, and it's co-funded by the European Union. There are partners from Austria, Catalonia, Italy, Latvia, Slovenia. And this project seeks to make news on web, radio, television platforms more inclusive and easier to understand. And we have great expectations. We work together, radio and TV stations, also a university from Barcelona, institutions from Italy, and we want to learn each from other by best practices examples, and we want to develop EU guidelines for news in easy language in media. And I'm convinced that it will be an important contribution for increasing awareness of easy language across Europe and even Austria.
Wow, that's a big goal and very important. And what are the next steps for us, ORF, concerning news?
Yes, the next step, I'm convinced due to ENACT, this issue will achieve more attention in ORF. Second, the possibilities of it will change in the next years due to the development of artificial intelligence, AI. But I say it will be important that there will be an editorial staff working for news in easy language also in the future. We have a project with young people with disabilities who are working for producing the news in easy language. And third, if we know more about the targets group due to the project ENACT, we can develop new offers, and I'm convinced we need new offers for the society in Austria, that all people can take part with the news offers of ORF, of the public broadcaster, can take part on the democratic discussion on the social developments, all things which are important to take part on the society.
That's true. Thank you. Thank you for explaining what you're doing the whole week and for the next years.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Bye.